All right, and without further ado, let's go ahead and go over our daily structure analysis. Today is April 15th. It is already a little bit late, and let's go ahead and get started. So, from the previous week, just picking up on UJ, and I stated that from the daily, we had seen a stall by the indication of these two candles right here, but that it wasn't really a true indication of a reversal, and we had a good chance of strong continuation for the longs. So as you can see here, we are still looking pretty hawkish overall. We are still going to the upside. I would anticipate to market or for market to struggle around 155 flat. Oftentimes that's where things revert from. A quick example of that is 151. We stalled, so we could get a potential stall or some kind of reaction here. So tomorrow, I would anticipate either low volume or we run into 155 and see what happens there. That's pretty much it. We're still going up, right? That is the overall direction. We see the same with USD CAD. So USD CAD today, really nice. The fact that we get that longer wick on the daily candle, that means again that we had some sort of a pullback on our intraday time frame. So today, during I would say most likely New York, we probably had a really nice push back to the upside. We'll take a look at that once we get into the H4 time frame. But solid close. Volume is still there. We are still on an overall uptrend. That is the direction. And now moving along to AU. AU is doing the opposite at this point. We are looking to target new lows as long as market continues its flow. But we did finally break out of that massive consolidation range that we have been in for months. So right now, definitely a good time to continue to look for shorts, as that is where the market is more than likely to be headed at this point at this stage of the game. So we clear this out. We have now so here's the candle break. As long as this candle does close, we are definitely off into new lows, 63,500, 63 flat. Okay, so let's keep an eye on that. Today again, this would have been a really nice day to take advantage of the market. This would have been a pushback into the upside on the H4 time frame, some sort of pullback, and then a nice move back down to the downside. So this looks really good on the lower time frames. Let's go ahead and move over to the H4. And just before we move to the H4, so as I stated again, USD CAD based on the daily last week on Friday, the anticipation was bullish. We did get bullish movement. The anticipation on AU was that we would continue with a dovish move, and we did in fact had that happen. So this is the key importance about doing your pre-market analysis if you are serious about being in this business, because you want to continue to follow what is going along in the market. And that is absolutely key. And it's very easy to slack off if you don't do this, right? So continuing, let's go through the H4s now. See those pullbacks, but I'm sure they looked pretty nice. Let's start off with UJ, as that's how we started. So again, UJ, from the candle that we saw, it wasn't too much of a pullback. We had a direct push. So looking back from last Friday, we were in that minor consolidation range, waiting to go up. We had the minor stall, and then we get the move, right? We get the continuation. And as of now, one thing to note is that market is starting to throw wicks to the upside on the intraday. So again, is this now sellers starting to come into the market? where are we? What is going to happen? Let's see what plays out. But again, nothing yet significant. Still near 155 or 154 500. My anticipation is still that we will reach this top range. We can continue depending on how PA does display. But again, wicks to the downside, healthy movement overall. My current anticipation again, continue to move up until we hit 155. Then we can see what happens. AU and USD CAD. So USD CAD. See, that looks really nice. That is definitely a setup we would want to take advantage of. That's the kind of move we want to be in. And major thing is not to get fooled here, right? You want to follow along with the higher time frames because otherwise it's very easy to get lost. Depending on how much you're going for in terms of pip countage in the market. But looking from the daily, this is the wick on the daily time frame, and this part right here above this area is that candle. So we had a pullback. Here we get 1, 2, 3 spikes, then boom, rush back to the upside. If you were short here and continued to hold short, that would have been a bit dangerous, mainly because we know what the structure is on the daily. The daily is clearly bullish. Want to follow along with that. Getting lost in the lower time frames is very, very easy. Can't forget that market moves on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and on a monthly basis. You have to kind of stay in line with those because those are the overall movements. There's a lot of minor movements that happen in the middle, but it's important to know that kind of direction. So again, this would have been a solid move. This for sure happened around New York. Yeah, excited for next month. Definitely excited for next month. And AU, again, we got a wick on the daily. We're going to see a pullback on the H4. Solid pullback on the H4. Oops. Reset. Not sure what I did there. No, it's sideways. There we go. And here we are. Now we're just continuing. So again, if you were long here, that would have been fine. Holding it for too long, dangerous. Anticipating how this move would have happened, we would have need to see the indication of the exhaustions coming in from the top. Buyer is no longer there. And we just get the continuation move. So whoever's still short, kudos to you. Still got a way to go. And just hang on tight. And that is pretty much the structural analysis today. We are just continuing. We got out of major consolidation ranges that we were kind of stuck in. And let's just see how we're going to close this month of April. I will catch you guys tomorrow. It's your boy Bliss. Thanks for tuning in. Safe trading. Use your stop. Use your risk management. Be disciplined. Talk to you guys on the next one. Peace out.